try again. A year or so ago, I tried neurocycling and I wanted to share my experience with you. I'm trying neurocycling. It's cool. I love it. Toxic thoughts lower your immune system and shorten your telomeres. Our bodies react to toxic thoughts the same way that it reacts to a virus. The good news is that we can change it. Neurocycling is a concept developed and studied by Dr. Caroline Leaf. She has a YouTube channel, podcasts, and books on all of her research and the benefits of doing this work. I am giving you a very simplified overview to share my own experience. If you want to do this process, you need to go get all of the detailed instructions from her channel. So the basic idea is that you do a little visualization exercise to pinpoint a trauma, whether big or small, to work on. It's just whatever you're naturally drawn to in the visualization. You're flying to a negative thought tree. She explains all of this much better than I can. You're flying to a negative thought tree with the freaked out part of you as the pilot, and the passenger is your more compassionate, observational self. You land near these negative thought trees and start gathering information. Let's go through a quick example. I'll just pick the subject of writing my current story and one aspect of how I'm feeling about it for simplicity. So how do I feel emotionally about my writing project right now? I feel blocked. I feel separated from the project. How do I feel physically? My stomach is clenched and I have tense shoulders. I have a headache. I'm antsy. How am I behaving? Sometimes I am being pouty and avoidant. Sometimes I'm getting a little cranky. What is my perspective on all of this? I feel like I should be able to multitask, and it's not fair that I keep getting blocked and overwhelmed. Okay, so now we take each of those questions and we break down the why. Why are these things happening? Why am I feeling this way? And why am I behaving in this way? My thought process was, what if I never finish my story? I want to be able to write. I want to share my stories. I'm afraid I'll lose touch with my story. There is a conflict in me. I feel the need to write so that I don't get depressed, and I feel the need to pause writing so that I don't get overwhelmed with moving. I feel this deep need to write my stories, and I am resisting taking the break to focus on other things. I'm not letting go, and it's causing friction. Next step is to free write or word vomit.
No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't.
About these emotions and behaviors. So really you're just digging further and further into what's going on. I feel so overwhelmed with moving that I get stuck. I keep resisting letting go and just focusing on the move. I want to hang on to the writing, and I feel pulled in both directions. Next step, remember that I am simplifying this because it's in a video. I did write out all of my feelings about this, and it was very long. The next thing is to recheck. So what you're doing now is finding the patterns and similarities throughout all the other writing that you've already done. For this step, I already went through and highlighted my different patterns, and this example is just one of those. My other patterns were about feeling fear and anxiety and about not feeling good enough. So the last step is to create a positive statement or action. You're basically trying to get to the root of it and figure out what is true. How can you turn these feelings into a positive truth, sort of a thing. So in this example, the truth is, moving is a lot. It's okay to stop and focus on just that. I know that I will still finish my story and share it because I'm dedicated to it. I'm passionate about it. This is a temporary situation. I will find ways to keep in touch with my story by looking at it or looking at my Pinterest board, or sharing the first chapter to get feedback and inspire me to keep going. Maybe if I stop resisting taking this break and go with the flow, I will stop getting so stressed and overwhelmed about the move. I will have more energy to get things done, and I will have one clear direction to go. Okay, I forgot how deep these go. I love it. Now, that was something that I am dealing with right now, and going through the whole thing was very useful for me. I hope it gives you a helpful example of how powerful healing with writing can be. This is just how I did the neurocycle probably over a year ago now. I will be studying this again and starting a whole new cycle after the move. This is an exercise that is done every day for 21 days. Then you write out the last active reach step for 42 more days to reinforce the new neural pathways. Science is so cool.
I taught my cat a new trick. Watch this. Spike, play dead.